Welcome to Let's Talk About It. I'm Sheena.
And I'm Tamara.
Yay! I'm very excited that you're Tamara. Hi, Tamara!
Okay, so there has been a lot of news buzz going around about how Elsa is probably going to be a lesbian in the sequel to Frozen.
Which is very fan-driven
Yes.
propaganda, if you like.
And the director, creator, whatever, has been very coy about it and saying maybe, but, that's as much as she's giving away, and maybe probably means no, because, we all have parents and we know that.
Okay.
So the problem for Disney, for parents or whatever, is that lesbians are apparently not wholesome.
Wait, isn't like Million Moms or 100,000 Moms or Silly Ladies or whatever that site is called also like going and saying like they'll ban Disney movies or something if Elsa becomes gay? I'm pretty sure there's some sort of a movement there as well.
Maybe, possibly, but I think 1 million moms is 3 moms with a computer.
I think you may be right. Okay. But there's this whole controversy and people are going, oh no, you can't possibly make a Disney character gay because life would end.
Yes, because, the lesbians are going to corrupt our daughters and make them lesbian because, all the straight characters have made all the lesbians straight.
Well, that's true.
Okay, so we were like...
So I totally watched a Disney movie. Tomorrow I've got some bad news for you.
Damn those Disney movies. Anyway, so my thoughts were, okay, it's so bad to, expose your poor innocence to lesbianism or gay or whatever. So, okay, let's have a real look at lesbian movies.
Okay, let's look at lesbian movies. Actually, it's not at all what you meant.
No.
You meant let's take a real look at Disney movies.
Let's have a look at Disney movies and at all the super wholesome themes that they portray.
Okay, first of all, let's start though by saying that we love Disney.
We do.
And this is in no way a reflection of like anti-Disney anything. But it's more a reflection of the silliness that is the whole anti-gay sentiment and the whole thing of how, oh no, it's going to turn our children gay.
Yeah, so I love Disney. I even love the older Disneys. So take this with a pinch of salt. It's meant to be funny.
Indeed. Okay, so let's go.
Okay, so number 1. Dangerous behavior.
Oh, wow. So every Disney movie ever?
Probably. So some nice examples of this is Peter Pan. So first you have children going off with strangers in the night and jumping out of windows.
You have parents being excellent parents and leaving their children with a babysitter dog.
True.
It's very wholesome behavior and we recommend everyone does that.
Okay. So, dangerous behavior. Number 2, which steps off nicely from a nanny dog, is child abuse.
Yep.
Okay.
In just about every Disney movie ever.
Okay. So we have Poor Cinderella with her nasty stepmother and stepsisters.
Indeed.
We have Rapunzel being kept up a tower.
Yep.
And being isolated from humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Snow White, and again, another evil stepmother.
Mm-hmm.
The Rescuers with the orphan Penny.
Yes.
Okay. The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes. So, fantastic parenting examples.
Mm-hmm. So, kids, don't ever look at a lesbian, but, treating children badly is all totally cool. Next up, animal abuse. or animal abuse.
I think what she means to say is animal abuse.
/ harm.
In just about every Disney movie ever. In fact, there's an entire Disney movie, The 101 Dalmatians, which is centered around animal abuse and a woman trying to skin the dogs alive so that she can make a pretty coat.
And then, okay, I know dragons are not real animals, but Sleeping Beauty, they tried to kill the dragon.
Shame. I feel really bad for Maleficent. Anyway.
Dumbo, Satan in a Circus,
also qualifies as child abuse because he's a little orphan boy who is set to work by, being thrown off a tower. It's great fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Tarzan.
All the gorillas, the humans are trying to kill the gorillas and turn them into trophies and put them in the ship and take them off in cages. It's terrible.
There you go. Okay.
So,
next up.
Yes.
Okay. Non-consensual touching.
Every Disney movie ever.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, best examples of this. Snow White and Sleeping Beauty being kissed while asleep. / dead. / in a coma.
Yep.
Whatever.
And it's totally cool, because it's Prince Charming.
Mm-hmm. But don't you dare kiss another lady.
Nope. Not even consensually.
Nope. Okay. Next up, kidnapping.
Once again, just about every Disney movie ever.
Awesome examples of this. Rapunzel, Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm. And Beauty and the Beast is actually quite disturbing if you really think about it.
Yes, we have elements of bestiality, which is totally better than...
oh wow, I wasn't even
lesbianism.
thinking about that. I was thinking about the whole thing of how she falls in love with her captor. But yes, there's the bestiality.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Yes, exactly right. Oh wow, yeah, bestiality. Okay. Thanks, I'll never look at that movie the same.
Alright, next, a little bit more risky behavior with drugs / eating things that you should not be eating.
Alice in Wonderland's entire movie.
Okay. Snow White with the poison apple.
Absolutely.
Probably more that I can't think of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Stealing and lying.
Aladdin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Rapunzel with the dude.
Oh, yes.
Finn.
Yes. Finn, yeah.
Flynn.
I don't know.
Anyway, him.
Yeah.
He's very sweet.
No, he's very... I actually love that movie. It's one of my favourites.
But I love Disney movies in general. I think it's actually ridiculous to look at Disney movies for any kind of moral compass. Disney movies are what they are. They're based on fairy tales, and fairy tales are horrifying, and they're very, tame in comparison to the original fairy tales. But they're sweet, and there's some, happy ever after kind of thing. Even if you have, terrible circumstances initially, you can have your happy ever after. And so there is really good messages, but come on.
No, I agree. And this brings us to our last point. Not listening to your parents.
Every Disney movie ever.
Yeah. So, I mean, think about the Little Mermaid, Moana, all of these. There's, what else?
Tarzan. Every, Mulan.
Oh, Mulan, yes. That isn't the last one.
No, just about every one of them is people, if they're not orphans, they don't listen to their parents. Even if they're step-parents, they don't listen to the parents, because then they go off on an adventure. That's kind of the whole thing. No, I'm going to ignore my parents and run away.
Mm-hmm. So it's better to teach your children not to listen to you than to have them exposed to lesbians, apparently.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because kids take these movies so very literally.
Another theme that we have running through this is murder.
Oh, wow. You're right. There's a lot of murder in Disney.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it.
Lion King.
Yes.
Snow White again.
Yes.
Sleeping Beauty again.
Uh-huh.
Pocahontas.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Which brings us to the real last one. Racism.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Again.
And generally treating anybody who's other as, subhuman.
Yes. And that's quite a thing through a lot of the Disney movies. So again, we're looking at The Hunchback of Notre Dame with Esmeralda, the gypsy.
Oh yes, and the Hunchback himself.
Yeah, Pocahontas,
and even Tarzan, because Tarzan was treated by the monkeys, not the monkeys, the gorillas, as different because he was different. I love Disney. I think there's a super place in the world for Disney, but I also think these parents who get up on their high horse and go on about representation, meaning their children are going to be lesbian, is just the biggest load of rubbish I've ever heard. And I just think it's also and even if it wasn't rubbish, even if there's some amazing subliminal messaging that goes, okay, you're going to be like Elsa and be gay now, so what? We're not harming the world. We're actually the nicest people. Studies have shown that our children tend to be happier than those of heterosexual couples because we want the kids. So what is so bad about having a world full of lesbians?
There's absolutely nothing bad about having a world full of lesbians. And I also think something that parents who do have a problem with having lesbian or gay representation in children's movies, they need to think about it. They're the ones that are actually sexualizing the movies.
Absolutely.
Because when a prince kisses a princess, is that somehow not sexual?
Mm-hmm.
When they get married and there's a big celebration, is that somehow not sexual? Or when you see them with their brand new baby right at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. These themes, which are slightly grown up, are already being included. Having it being a same-sex couple is not going to change that.
Nope. And what it will do is it will allow young, confused kidlets who don't know that they're gay yet, or who do know that they're gay, but they don't have the words for it or the descriptions to explain what they're feeling, it will give them representation and it'll show them that it's actually not so awful.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
So,
let us know what your favorite Disney movie is.
That's a good one. I love Mulan. And I love
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh.
I love Lilo and Stitch. That's my favorite too.
My favorite is Tangled.
Tangled
love
is wonderful though too.
I think it was so underrated. I really do love it.
It's such a beautiful film. In fact, I have just about all Disney films and I just love them. And Beauty and the Beast was also just so beautiful.
If you haven't, go watch the live version of it. It's amazing.
We watched it like back to back, so we watched it twice. Like,
it was so good. I thought it was going to be terrible, and it
was
wasn't.
actually beautiful.
It
hey?
was gorgeous.
Yes. So we're huge Disney fans, and we just think that the million moms who are actually 3 moms with a computer are
ridiculous.
And anybody else who feels that way.
Let's boycott them.
Why? What did they actually do?
They're prejudiced towards other people, and that's a horrible thing to be.
No, I mean, do they have any influence over anything?
No, just their computers.
Let's boycott their computers. And that's all for this week. I'm Sheena.
And I'm Tamara.
And this is Let's Talk About It. Come and join our Facebook group, the Lesbian Talk Show Chat Group. Woohoo! I got it right. Yeah. And that's on Facebook. Come follow us on Twitter. All the links are in the show notes, including a link to Tamara's profile, so you can go see what she says about herself on the website. And if you love this podcast and this podcast channel, then don't forget to become a patron. The link is in the show notes. This is a sound test. Wait. Let's make sure we got some good levels here.
Do we have the right mic?
Yeah. Okay, right mic. Don't forget to enunciate.
Enunciate.
Me. Wee.
Us.